What's up, my friend? Mike Robertson here. And today I want to talk to you about multiple options you have when you're programming activities or exercises in the R5 or the resistance portion of your workout. Now, I'll be honest, when I got started, I thought, I was a hammer, so everything was a nail. Any person that came into my gym or any person that I worked with, I thought wanted output. They wanted to get bigger, faster, stronger. So I was all about those big bilateral activities. And don't get me wrong, those absolutely have a place in your workouts. But I think there's also more to it than that. As you do this a little bit longer, you realize there's a lot of options when you're writing a workout, and it comes down to what do you want to achieve with the client or athlete standing in front of you. So here are 5 different options or 5 different types of activities that you can use in your R5. The first one is very simply your output-driven activities. This is your squats, your deadlifts, your bench presses. If you're doing Olympic lifts in R5, all of these are output-driven. The goal is to get bigger, to get faster, or to get stronger. But what other options do we have? Second option that we might have is what we would call sensory activities, where we're trying to find or feel a certain muscle. Maybe this is isolation exercises like a leg extension or a leg curl, or something maybe in a staggered stance. I showed you a couple weeks ago my offset ugly squat, where I'm loading onto one leg, I'm reaching, and I'm really trying to find and feel a left quad or maybe a left back pocket. So you've got sensory activities that you can program. Third, you've got what I would describe as positional activities. And we all know, if you've watched people move long enough, sometimes a squat doesn't look the way that you want, or a split squat or a lunge doesn't look the way you want it to. So in this case, what I may do is a big bang activity, like a goblet squat, like a split squat, and then as part of a superset, we'd go from a goblet squat to a PVC reaching squat, where I'm trying to recapture a position, or I'm trying to build a better position to move from. A fourth option is our restorative activities. And restorative activities are things that I tend to program when I know somebody is stiff, when they're locked up, when they're compressed, however you want to think about it. But restorative activities restore range of motion. So if you're doing a bunch of bench pressing and rowing and everything is squished front to back through your shoulders, maybe you're going to throw in some push-ups. Maybe you're going to throw in some pull-down variations. There are things that are going to restore range of motion. And then last but not least, we've got our protective activities. And again, this could be our isolation work. It could also be isometric-based activities. But protective work is just stuff that I'll throw in at the end of a session. Maybe it's a seated calf raise ISO, a leg extension ISO, a leg curl ISO, something that I'm going to put into the workout to help build and protect certain areas of the body that I've deemed to be at risk. So as you can see, hey man, I'm all for the output-driven stuff. Bigger, faster, stronger. I love it and I get it. But know and understand, the longer you do this, your programming should evolve, and chances are the longer you do this, the more you're going to want to include different options in your R5 workouts.